Hi guys, we are back in my original filming location today. We're going to do a full body Pilates workout and we're going to be using the block. As always, if you don't have a block or something that can replicate a block, then you don't need to use it. You can do the workout just with your own body weight. So starting, we're going to place the block just at the front of your mat, the long way if you have one, and then just come and stand all the way up. We're just going to start with a few roll downs just to warm up your spine. So just coming to stand hip distance apart, your shoulders relaxed. You're going to take a deep inhale, reach your hands all the way up, look up to your fingers, and then on your exhale, roll down through your spine, chin to chest, rolling down through each vertebrae and taking a soft bend in your knees. Taking an inhale here, you're going to exhale. Squeeze your belly button to your spine and start to roll all the way up, and your head is the last thing to arrive. Inhale, looking all the way up to the fingers, and exhale, rolling down through your spine, feeling your spine getting nice and mobile, taking that soft bend in your knees. Inhaling here and then exhale, slowly rolling all the way up again. Letting your chin come into your chest until the very last second. We take one more like this. And then exhale, we're going to hold it down on your last one, just rolling down through the spine, bending through your knees. You're going to stretch through your right leg and bend your left, reaching the right fingertips all the way up and looking all the way up, stretching through the right leg and working through that spinal mobility. Holding it here. And taking your weight through center, you're going to stretch that left leg, reach the finger all the way up, looking up towards the fingers. Twisting through your spine and then slowly coming back to center. And we're going to bend both knees and slowly roll all the way up through your spine. Perfect. Head is the last thing to arrive. Perfect. So first thing we're going to do is come and walk forward to the front of your mat. So you're going to place your right foot on your block and you're going to come and just place your hands on your hips for now. So you want your hips to be level. You're on the left tiptoes here. We're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to take a curtsy lunge. So you're going to cross that foot behind you to the right corner, squeeze through the glutes, and then slowly come back up until you tap your left toe on the floor. So you never want to flatten that foot all the way down. You want to stay on those tiptoes. Inhale to stand. Exhale to squeeze and lower down into that lunge. Perfect. Taking your time here and standing up nice and tall with every go. Inhale to tap the toe. Exhale to squeeze. Tap back into that reverse lunge and squeeze. So the foot that's on your block, that's the leg you're really working here. So we're focusing on feeling this right glute. Squeeze through the glutes as you lunge. Inhale to return. Perfect. Crossing all the way to that back corner so you can really get into that curtsy position. Bending both of those knees. Perfect, guys. Making sure we're breathing. You've got your inhale. And exhale, squeeze, lower down. The slower you move here, the more we're going to work through the right muscles. We're going to feel those right glutes working. Perfect. Amazing. We're going to start to add a little pulse at the bottom of your next lunge. We pulse 1, 2, and then squeeze to stand. Exhale, pulse 1, 2. Inhale to stand, tapping those toes down. Perfect, guys. Moving with control, keeping those shoulders down your back, and you've got a nice straight spine here. So we're really growing tall through the head, thinking about somebody lifting you up with a piece of string like a puppet, so you're growing tall as you lunge. Inhale to tap, exhale, squeeze into those lunges. Amazing, keep moving. Starting to feel that burn in the right glutes now. Amazing. We've got 8 more like this, and then we're going to hold it down in that lunge, and we're just going to pulse. Last 7. Making sure we're engaging the core here as well to help with your stability. Perfect. Find something to focus on in front of you for your last 6. Final 5. Last 4 like this. Squeezing and getting as low as you can for 3. Final 2. Taking a deep inhale, we're going to hold it down, pulsing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, get low, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stand all the way up. Perfect. Giving that leg a bit of a shake. Amazing. From here, we're going to go straight into your next work. Still focusing on this right leg. So we stay in the same position. Hips are even. We're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, we're going to bring that left knee in towards your chest, bringing those arms all the way up in line with your shoulders. We bend your right leg and we start to hinge forward, taking that left leg behind you. Really focusing on your balance here and slowly bringing that knee up towards the chest. Perfect. That standing leg is going to wobble. That's normal. It's working to stabilize you. The most important thing here is to really bend that right knee because we want to feel those right glutes working. It's all about that working and standing leg squeeze. You want to point those toes and have as much tension as possible in that left leg. This is going to enable you to find more control. You don't want to just have a floppy foot behind you. You've got to squeeze through those glutes. You're going to wobble and you're going to shake, even like me. Really important there that you're squeezing your core. We want to work through your center. Belly button pulled into your spine. Now you're not here for too long. We've got 8 like this. Taking that chest over that leg. Abs pulled in. Last 7. Making sure we breathe. Inhale, knee towards your chest. Exhale, extend. This is your final 6. Really pressing that foot into your block. Final 5. Testing your balance today, guys, and mine. Last 4 like this, then we're going to hold that leg behind. Belly button pulled to spine, abs engaged. This is your final 2. Can you keep it going? Lengthen out. This is your last 1, and we're going to hold it all the way out just for 8. Find that balance. We hold. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come all the way in. Oh my God, that is killer. From here, guys, we're going to come down onto your mat. So you're going to keep that block with you. You're going to come and lie down in the middle of your mat with your block down. Just coming to roll all the way down through your spine until you're lying flat on your mat. You want your feet to just be together in first position so that they both fit on that block nice and evenly. So we want our feet to just be hands distance away from those glutes, and your feet are going to be together on your block in first position. So your heels are together and your toes are going to be turned out. Your arms are going to be extended in line with your shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, we roll up through the spine into your shoulder bridge. Squeeze through the glutes and the hamstrings. And then we inhale to roll all the way down. Release that spine. Exhale, squeezing those feet down into your blocks to lift. And slowly lower. Perfect. Rolling through that spine, feeling each vertebrae lift and lower as you work through that bridge position. Keeping those feet glued tightly, really pressing down into that block to add more tension through that lower body. Feeling the glutes and the hamstrings working as you squeeze the feet into the block. Perfect, guys. Keeping those knees nice and wide so that those glutes are activated. And remember to make sure that you're really pulling your abs in here as well. We don't want to be flaring through the chest. You want to keep your rib cage pulled down towards your hips. I'm sure you've heard your Pilates instructor or me saying that to you. It just means we don't want to be seeing you flare in that chest. You want to keep everything closed so we've got a nice bit of control through that body. Perfect, guys. At the top of your next one, we're going to start to add on. So squeeze and lift. We're going to start to add 2 pulses. 1, 2, and then we come all the way down. Roll through your spine. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze to lift. We pulse 1, pulse 2. Keeping that engagement as you roll down. Try not to lose that engagement. Squeezing through those glutes the whole time we move. Perfect. You are pressing your feet into that block as hard as you can because you're creating the tension here. We're working with that body weight, which means you've got to really squeeze those glutes, guys. You've got to engage through the lower body. Perfect. We're going to start to add on again at the top of your neck. So we take 2 pulses. We extend one leg. We place that leg back down and then roll all the way down through your spine again. We want to make sure that when we take that leg extension, we're not moving too much through those hips. You want to really control through the lower body as you lift and lower through that leg. Perfect, guys. Still taking those pulses. 1, 2, and then lengthen that leg all the way up, squeezing through the single foot that's left on that block to allow you to keep those hips nice and steady. Amazing. Taking your time. Lengthen. Place it back down and then roll through that spine. Gorgeous, guys. We're here for 8 more and then we're going to keep those hips lifted. Perfect. Really squeezing as you pulse those hips up, lengthen. Place that leg back down and slowly drop. This is your final 6. Making sure we're not overarching through that lower back. Keeping that pelvis tucked under. Amazing. Last 5. Stretching through those feet as much as you can. Really getting that full extension. For 4. Amazing, perfect. Keeping those shoulders planted on the floor and moving with your breath. This is your last 3. And then we're staying all the way at the top to finish this series. Amazing, this is your last 2. Lengthening those legs. Final one, we're going to hold at the top and we're just going to focus on those legs. We lift, place it back down, lift, place it back down. So trying your best, it is hard not to rock your hips side to side. We're working on your mobility and your stability here. So squeeze, take your time, there is no rush, you don't need to copy my pace. Just lengthening through those legs. Gorgeous. We're going to start to add on. On your next one, we're going to add a sweep down. So lift, extend, sweep, and lift. We're just going to do this on this same leg, so don't switch it. I'll tell you when to switch. You're extending and squeezing that left foot into the floor. Lengthen for 8. 7, keep those hips lifted for 6. 5, full bridge for 4, 3, 2, last one, place that leg back down. We go straight into that opposite side, squeeze and point. Perfect. Stretching through that knee, slow and controlled. Try not to rush as you press that leg down. You've got your last 8. For 7, final 6. For 5, taking your time. This is 4. This is 3, 2, last one, both feet down. We finish with pulses. Squeeze, engage through those glutes. Tiny pulses to finish. Do not be tempted to let those hips drop. Squeezing for 10. We've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, roll through your spine, hook your knees into your chest, and then just rock side to side. Taking a little moment to stretch it out here. Circling those legs if that feels good for you. And switching directions, taking it the opposite way. Perfect, good. From here, we're gonna stay down and we're gonna work your abs. But we just need to grab your block, so just come and roll all the way up. Grab a hold of your block and then come and lie all the way back down again. We're just gonna keep this block in your hands, stretching the arms all the way up. Take an inhale, then we're gonna go into your Pilates curl up. So we're gonna curl up through the spine, reaching the block towards your knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze to get those shoulders up and off the floor. Lifting the shoulders as high as you can, keeping the neck long in line with your spine so that you're not working through that neck. We want to curl up through the shoulders, squeezing into those upper abdominals. Inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze to reach that block forward. Perfect. Pressing those feet down into the floor, we reach, curl up and lengthen. Gorgeous, guys. Taking your time, really waking up those upper abdominals, drawing your belly button towards your spine. Amazing, making sure you are moving with that breath. We've got 8 more here than we add on with this block. Keeping a tight hold of that block is going to allow you to engage your abs more as well for 7. Last 6. Final 5, keep reaching through those abs, reaching the fingers forward and lifting those shoulders for 5. Final 4. Last 3. Can you lift those shoulders a little bit higher, working through those abdominals for 2. Final 1, we squeeze at the top. You're going to lengthen those arms above your head now, and you're going to bring your legs into tabletop. Make sure you've got an imprinted spine, so there's no space between your lower back like this and your mat. So you want to press the rib cage and your back into that floor. Take an inhale here, arms above your head. On your exhale, we're going to lift all the way up, curl up through the shoulders, past that block in between your legs, and then you're going to lengthen those legs all the way out. We squeeze in, grab that block, extend the legs, and pass that block between your legs and your hands. Perfect, good. Squeeze. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Taking your time. Stretching through those feet. Moving with control. Perfect. This one really gets into those abs. Amazing, guys. Lengthening all the way out. Trying your best to really draw the abdominals in. We've just got 8 of these. You're here for 7. Perfect. Last 6. Focusing on those abs. You've got 5. Can you curl up higher for 4? Last 3. For 2. Final 1, we're going to lengthen those arms, bring it all the way in and relax. Good. Take a little breather here, and then we're going to do one final ab exercise like this. So staying exactly where you are. We're still working through those abs. So curling up through your shoulders and bringing those legs into tabletop. We're going to lengthen the right leg and pass the block underneath the left leg. You're just going to keep switching like this. Engaging those abs by keeping the shoulders lifted. Move slow. You want to fully extend those legs every single time. Try not to just take them halfway. There is no rush. Keep reaching as you pass the block. Reach that block forward. Squeeze, lower abdominals working, upper abdominals working. Take your time. You've got 10. 9, can you lift higher? 8, 7, for 6, for 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Perfect, guys. We have got one final ab exercise here. We're going to place this block in between your ankles, and you're going to come and bring your arms all the way down by your side. We're going to start to take your leg raises. We squeeze to lower those legs, but only as low as you can maintain your imprinted spine. So try not to take those legs too low. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Keeping a tight grip. Perfect, guys. Really working through those abs. You've got 10 seconds. For 9. Last 8. For 7. For 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, and release. Come all the way in. Perfect. Place that block on the floor for a second. Hug your knees into your chest again. Keep tight hold of your right leg, and then just take that right knee across your chest. Lengthen the right arm, looking over your shoulder. Just stretching out the lower back for a second. And then returning to center and switching legs. Left leg into the chest, cross the knee over, and then looking over that body. Looking into the blue skies, if you are looking into blue skies like me. And then rolling all the way back through center, hands on the backs of your legs, and come and roll all the way up. And then we're going to come and stand all the way up with your block, and we're going to do your legs on the opposite side, and then we are almost finished. So just come and stand, placing your block again. Hands are on your hips. You've got the left foot down and your right toes are tapping. We're going to start with those curtsy lunges. So we're going to curtsy lunge, take that right foot to the left corner this time, and then squeeze to return and come and tap that toe on the floor. Perfect. Take an exhale as you lunge. Inhale, return. Growing up nice and tall every time. Your shoulders are down the back. Inhale to stand. Exhale, reverse lunge. Remember, this time we're working through that left flex. So we want to squeeze and focus on those left glutes as you take that reverse lunge. Squeeze lower and stand. Perfect, guys. Remembering to engage through those abs. Drawing your belly button towards your spine is honestly really going to help you with your balance. Engaging through your core. Squeeze. And remembering that there is no rush. Starting to add those pulses, we pulse 1, 2, and slowly return. Exhale, squeeze, pulse 1, 2, and lightly tap that right toe down. Perfect, guys. Getting nice and deep into that reverse lunge. Shoulders down the back, we're standing tall for 8 more, and then we hold it down. For 7, really focusing on squeezing that left foot into the ground. Growing up tall, but pressing into the ground. You've got that two-way pull that we talk about in Pilates. For 6. Final 5. Last 4. Can you drop a little bit lower? For 3. And then we're just going to take those pulses. Starting to feel those legs burning now for 2. Last one, we're going to hold it. We're just going to pulse for 8. Stay. 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way in. Perfect. Amazing, guys. We're going to come into your final leg exercise. So, left foot stays down, right toe stays grounded. We're going to take an inhale. On your exhale, we drive the right knee to chest, lengthen those arms. This time we bend your left knee. Take those right toes behind you, squeeze, and slowly return. Now you might feel more wobbly on one side more than the other. That is normal. We all have a stronger side and a slightly weaker side. But we've got to train both so we can get nice and even. Making sure you're squeezing that right foot into your block and engaging these left glutes still. Really drive that foot into the floor. Embracing that wobble and that shake, it means we have worked so hard. And remember, you're not here for long. Draw those abs in, lengthen, and slowly return. You've got your last 8, and then we hold. Perfect, guys. We have got only 8 more here, and then we are done with your legs. This is your last 6. Still taking your time, going nice and slow for 5. Final 4, lengthen through those legs. Remember to point those toes. Amazing, this is your last 3. Final 2, and then we're holding. Starting to feel those wobbles now. Last 1, hold and breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Oh my God, my legs are on fire. We're just gonna finish with some abs, guys, and then we're gonna stretch. So bringing your block onto the floor if you've still got it. Again, if you've not, you don't need it. We're gonna come into some planks. So keeping your block the long way, we're gonna come into your plank. So we're gonna stretch out straight away into that full plank position. So hands in line with the shoulders, knees in line with your hips. We're gonna squeeze up into your downward dog. From here, we inhale. On your exhale, we return to that plank position. Inhale, squeeze, hips to the sky, lengthen those legs. Perfect. Taking your time, really drawing those abs in. Amazing. Lengthen to that full plank, squeezing your glutes here to protect your lower back and making sure we're working through those abs. On your next one, we're going to add on. You return to that plank position. You're going to take that block and you're going to press it through the middle of your legs. Hand goes back down. We reach back towards that down dog. Squeeze back to center. Left hand grabs that block, presses it forward. Back to center. Really engaging that core here so we don't start to overwork those wrists. We want to make sure we're prioritizing the burn in those abs. Squeeze. Perfect. You are going to feel your wrists a little bit, especially if you're just getting stronger and you're just getting started. Amazing, guys. We're here for 10 seconds. And then as always, we're going to hold in your strong plank position. Really draw those abs in. Last 8. Final 7. Gorgeous, guys. This is your last 6 here. You've done so well today. Make sure you don't give up just at the last push. For 4. Abs are working. For 3. Last 2. And then on your next one, we're going to hold it down in your plank position. We just hold and breathe here. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. We hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees slowly come down. And then press into your child's pose, chest to the floor, reaching those hands forward. Perfect, guys. Taking a little few breaths here. And then coming to roll all the way up when you are ready. And we're going to stretch as always. Coming to sit cross-legged on your mat in the center. Left hand is going to pop down on the floor. Right arm presses all the way up. Chest is lifted and your knees are pressing down. Holding your stretch. And then turning to face that same leg, chest folds forward. You reach forward, head hangs heavy. And then opening up to that same side, coming all the way up and over. Right hand on the floor. Left arm comes all the way up and over. Lifting through the chest, fingertips nice and long. And then from here, turning that chest again to face over, keeping your glutes and your knees planted. Coming all the way back through center, lifting all the way up. Let's take one last deep breath. Inhale to lift, reach up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, and you are all finished. Thank you so much for working out with me again, and I will see you in my next Pilates workout.